you just share a little on what radical responsibility means to you, like define that and what that
Hmm.
feels like to you?
Yeah, to me, it's like I walk around my world now and I recognize anything that's in my awareness is there because it's a reflection. I mean, it's a reflection of me, my entire reality, even the weather, all of it. I take that level of responsibility. I'm like,
Wow.
everything is an extension of me, like in my world, right? So if I was clear enough to be, and I actually experienced this on my immersion experience with Oren, the day that we were going to go into the flow, we have a flow immersion experience where we go out into life
Hmm.
and experience magic. It was raining until 11:30, and I was going to join him at 12. And I had a thought. I was like, the rain is going to stop at 12. It's going to be sunshine. 12 o'clock came, and it was sunny. And I knew it was our co-creation. We were clear. So it shifted. And it was a part of my immersion. It was a part of my immersion, part of claiming this total responsibility because I was like, the weather, if I pay attention to where it's at and make it solid, then of course it's not going to shift. But if I have a desire and make that irrelevant and I'm embodied at this total responsibility level, radical responsibility as you call it, and I'm that clear, the weather has to shift, but I'm not attached either. It's like a very sweet spot balance, if you will, because the need to be attached is control, which is not actually a total responsibility perspective. Because if you try to change the outside, you're not realizing that everything's a reflection of you. All you need to do is change the inside.
So if for some reason the weather didn't change, what would
Mhm.
that have reflected? What would that have?
I can't imagine it not changing, so I don't know. From that level of awareness and that level of alignment, that's not a possibility in my reality. So if we try to control anything about the external, thinking that there's anything that exists outside of us, the attachment is derived from a need to prove to ourselves that we're actually in control, I feel like, and it's like a validation, like an attempt at validation. It's like that's where the attachment or the control comes from, the desire for it. But it's like when you're in a place of total responsibility and you're actually in the full knowing of it, you have a thought and it manifests. Like if I have a desire and I'm like, oh, this is what I want and it's pure,
Mhm.
it literally cannot not be if it's that lined up. And so people listening in are like, ooh, that sounds amazing. Like total, because in that place you have total control over everything. But really all you're controlling is yourself and you're fully embodied in the realization that everything is a reflection of you. So it's like you can't really try to get there by being like, I want total control, because in that you're actually separate. Because I don't have that desire to be in total control. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But that's why I can have levels of control that others might be like, dude, that's ridiculous. Like I saw that person completely shift in front of my eyes. I saw the weather change when you said it would. Like, how does that make any sense? It's because I don't need to control it, if that makes sense.
Mm.
I know there's a lot here. There's so much here. I've never
There's
even expressed this before, but yeah. So radical responsibility would be walking around your world and taking total responsibility for everything that shows up. Like even if you don't understand it, it's like, okay, it's here for something, for some reason. Like I'm meant to learn something from it. It's here to delight me. It's here as synchronicity. It's like giving me. It's always what I want. It just looks different. It might not feel good even.